Let's start with the Go To function, also called the marker tool. It helps you jump to a specific spot on the map. You can open the set position window to type in coordinates, either absolute or relative. Then, you drop a marker on the map. Want to go back to that marker later? Just click Go to Marker. And when you're done, use Remove Markers to clear them all. Remember, markers stay active until you remove them yourself. Now, let's talk about distance and bearing measurements. There's a tool called ERBL, short for electronic ruler and bearing line. It lets you measure distances in different ways. Great circle, rhumb line. You can choose from several units: nautical miles, cables, meters, kilometers, feet, fathoms, even millimeters. Here's how it works. Click once to set the starting point. Then, as you move your cursor, you'll see a line between the points, a distance ring, and live readouts for distance and bearing. Need to measure a route with more than 2 points? Turn on the Sum switch, that's short for summary. Now every segment is added to the total. You'll see the full length in the Sum field. You can delete the last point, or remove all of them with just a click. Now let's move on to creating exchange sets for ENC data. This process follows the S57 standard, version 3.0 or 3.1. It's important to note that the data in such a set is not encrypted and the structure of the set is simple. What an exchange set includes: a folder named ENC_root, data files, the main chart file, base cell with the .000 extension, update files, .001, .002, etc. Support files, .text, .tif if available, a catalog file, catalog .031. Step-by-step guide for creating an exchange set. Open the menu Tools, Create Exchange Set. Select the S57 standard version, either 3.0 or 3.1. Next, specify the path where the set will be created. This will be the ENC_root folder. The next step is adding files. You can do this automatically. Click the Scan button, select the folder from which to take the files. The program will scan it and add all suitable files to the future exchange set. Or you can add files manually by selecting them through the File Explorer. If you find any unnecessary files among the selected ones, remove them using the Delete button. Once everything is ready, click Create. The program will assemble and create the exchange set. To check the result, go to the previously specified folder. There you will find the catalog .031 file, which lists and describes all data included in the set. The README file, where the user can optionally add a text description or instructions. Moving on to printing charts. You can print them as is, with all the markers and highlights included. Use File, Print Setup to change settings. For a preview, go to File, Print Preview. You can print at the current scale or the original compilation scale, your choice. Last but not least, we've got the 3D terrain model. Open the 3D model panel to see a 3D view of the seafloor. You can rotate the model, move the light source, change vertical exaggeration, or turn off textures completely. You can also choose how the model updates, either automatically or manually. Just go to the Draw tab in the Options window to set it up. With dKart Inspector, you can display navigation charts on top of real-time map layers from popular online services like Google Maps, Bing, MapQuest, Here, and Yandex. These services offer various views, including standard map, satellite, and hybrid modes. How to set it up? Go to File, then Options, and open the Backdrop tab. First, choose your map provider, for example, Google or Bing. Then, select the view type you prefer, map, satellite, or hybrid. You can adjust the transparency of the backdrop to make sure it blends well with your main chart. To enable the backdrop, you'll need an API key. The software gives you direct links to register and get a key from each provider. Where to get API keys? For Google, go to console.cloud.google.com. For Bing, visit bingmapsportal.com. MapQuest, developer.mapquest.com. Here, developer.here.com. And for Yandex, developer.tech.yangdx.ru. Without a valid key, the background layer won't load. Example setup. Let's say you want to use satellite imagery from Google. Open the options, select Google as the source, choose Satellite View, enter your API key, and set transparency to around 30%. Click OK, and now your chart will appear over a live satellite backdrop. Things to keep in mind. You'll need an internet connection for the backdrop to work. Image quality and detail depend on the provider and your zoom level. And if you enable multiple backgrounds at once, it might affect performance. This concludes our overview of the dKart Office Inspector software. I hope this lecture was helpful and gave you a clear understanding of the tool's capabilities for testing and analyzing electronic navigational charts, as well as preparing data for the transition to the S100 standard. Thank you for your attention.